Welcome to Language Day, 5th graders. Today we're starting a pretty big unit, and it's our tenses unit. So in your packet that you got at our orientation, or in your folder, you have a packet. This is going to be your tenses packet. This is what we're going to be working on for the next 7 or 8 cycles in language. So this is an important packet. You do not want to lose this. Always put it back in your language folder when you are done, or in another safe place. This week, we are going to look at simple tense cycle 1. So this is for every tense we spend 2 cycles on it. So we're going to spend the next 2 language cycles on simple tense. So simple tense, well, is pretty simple. You think of the most basic sentence, and that's going to be it. First, we need to write a verb. We're going to use the verb to love. So love is our verb, like I love pizza. Miss Bigelow loves turtles. Okay. Here, our number is representing whether it's singular or plural. So the first 3, first person, second person, third person, we're just going to write S, S, S for singular, singular, singular. And the second 3, we're going to write P, P, P for plural, plural, plural. So let me backtrack a little bit. Tenses are used to tell us if something is happening in the present, past, or future. We use these tenses with all of our language. The simple tense is just the most simple. When we think of somebody new to learning English, they're going to learn the simple tense first. Just like if you were new to learning Spanish or Italian or some other language, you would learn the simple tense first. Every single language has these different types of tenses. And let me just show you, we have simple tense. We have perfect tense, continuous tense, and perfect continuous tense. Did you know there were 4 types of tenses besides present, past, and future in our English language? Well, other languages have this too. So we're going to be using our brain. Now, in the future, you might not need to know, like as adults, you might not need to know that about the perfect continuous tense. But we do need to practice, we need to build our brains so that we can learn more about the English language, so we become better writers, and we also become better speakers. So this is what we're practicing this for. It's to grow our brains and to make us better critical thinkers. So back to our simple tense. Our verb is to love. We're going to first write our present tense. So present is it's happening right now. Okay? Let's make a note over here. Remember last week we looked at our pronouns? So the nominative case are the pronouns. So first person singular, we're going to use I. Second person singular, we'll use you. Third person will be he, she, it. Okay, do you recognize this? This is the nominative case. We'll be using this for the next 8 cycles. First person plural is we. Second person plural is you. And third person plural is they. So I like to keep my notes over here just so I can remember, and then we can kind of start building sentences in our head. So love. When we use the word love in present tense, first person, I would say, I love pizza. So we're just going to write love. Love doesn't change when we're in first person singular. If we use second person singular, if we used you for the pronoun, like you love pizza, again, love doesn't change. It's just love. For third person singular, it would be he loves pizza. Do you hear that change? We don't say he love pizza. We say he loves pizza. So we're going to write loves. This seems like it's pretty easy so far. Like this kind of comes second nature to us, and that's because we grew up, well, not many of us grew up speaking English. So to us, it's just like common sense. But when we put it down on paper like this, we're able to see it all out there. How about first person plural? We love pizza. We don't say we loves pizza. We say love. You all, you is plural, you love pizza, that stays love. And third person plural is they love pizza. It's not like first person. We don't say they loves pizza, we say love. If you ever need to pause the video to catch up, please do so. If you're ready to move on, then you can keep playing. Past tense tells us that it happened before. So in the past. So I loved pizza. So we add an ed to the end of our verb. Past tense, we almost always add an ed for simple. Second person, you loved pizza. Third person, he, she, or it loved pizza. First person plural, we loved pizza. You loved pizza. And they loved pizza. Future is the sentence that takes place, of course, in the future. So it hasn't happened yet. It's going to be happening. So with simple tense, we add will or shall. For example, I shall love pizza. When it's first person, we use the word shall. Shall love. Second person singular would be I, or you. You will love pizza. So we'll say will love. Third person singular would be she will love pizza. First person plural, we, and since it's first person, we're going to use shall love. Second person plural would be will love. You all will love pizza. And third person plural would be they will love pizza. Okay? You're going to do the same thing with another verb of your choice. Any verb you would like. Let's keep it for this one. Yeah, I'm just looking. For one of these, so there's differences between regular verbs and irregular verbs. And I think next cycle, we're going to talk more about irregular verbs, but I'll quickly give you an overview. Irregular verbs is when the verb changes, like eat. To eat is an irregular verb because for past tense, we wouldn't add an ed. We wouldn't say she eated the pizza. We would change the verb itself to she ate. Okay, so regular verbs we add an ed. Irregular verbs, they change. So your verb, try to find a regular verb, and there's jump, swim, walk. There's a whole bunch of them. Kick, throw. Nope, throw would be irregular because past tense we wouldn't say throwed, we would say threw. All right, so that's how you can kind of tell. So you're going to do one more. Fill it out just like this. On the back side, you're going to practice with the sentences of to be. And to be is a very interesting verb because it changes a lot. So all of these in bold are the verb to be, and you can see that they'll change. Number 1 says, good verbal skills, blank, an important asset during a job interview. So you have to choose, is it is or are? And I sometimes say the word, say it out loud because for me, I can hear it. Good verbal skills is an important asset during a job interview, or good verbal skills are an important asset during a job interview. For this one, it would be are, because are is plural, and so we need to match that up because we're talking about verbal skills, so that's plural. So good verbal skills are an important asset. The next one is the decision to renovate the abandoned warehouse is pending until the next city planning meeting, are pending, or am pending until the next city planning meeting. This one is, it is pending. I'll read it out loud again to make sure that makes sense. The decision to renovate the abandoned warehouse is pending until the next city planning meeting. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, so you'll finish that. Still says cycle 1, so that knows, you have to still do this page. You're gonna practice 2 more these are called verb conjugation sheets because you're changing the verb to match with the tense and the person. So you're gonna choose 2 more verbs. And then on the back, these ones are kind of fun. Well, I think so. On the back, they give you sentences. And so you have to kind of take the sentence apart and figure out the person, the number, singular or plural, and the tense. So let's do one together. I shall run. What person? Is this first, second, or third person? And we know we can look at the pronoun, I. If we look back at our notes, I is first person. So we can say that this is 1, first person. The number, this is kind of confusing because we're not actually putting a number, we're putting S or P for singular or plural. So I shall run, is that singular or plural? That would be singular because we're talking about I, you're talking about 1 person. And tense, is it present, past, or future? It says shall, so we know it's going to be future. Let's do 1 more. He ran. He is third person. He, is that singular or plural? That would be singular, we're talking about 1 person. And are we present, past, or future? He ran. Yeah, this one is run is an irregular verb. We wouldn't say he runned. The past changes to ran, so this is past. Past tense, it happened yesterday. All right, so you're gonna complete this one, fill this out the rest of the way. You're going to stop when it says cycle 2, so you don't need to continue anymore. So finish the first 2 pages back and front for this language assignment. If you have any questions, come to office hours. You are probably not the only one. This can be kind of tricky to get figured out. Once you get used to it, though, you'll get the hang of it. So have some fun with this. Thank you.